and this is off on a tangent, but this is the new Clubhouse shit we were talking about right before we started. Um, that new app is just like a super lit fucking party line. I don't know how many niggas did the party line shit back in the day, but the party line was everything. But just imagine niggas pretending to be older and mature and wiser or whatever, right? And having similar access and is a tad bit organized because you get to dictate who the speakers are, you get to invite the speakers or what have you. Um, and so that app is started. There's a pretty lit room called the Bay is in the area, and we're doing the Grand National Radio Show on Monday, and my phone is going off, and it's like, yo, Monty, get in here. There's a conversation you need to hear. You need to hear. You need to hear. So in the middle of the fucking radio show, I pause and hop into the chat, and I'm listening to the conversation, and at surface, it's flattering because it's like, yo, Grand National did this, is salute, 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 salute. But it's rooted in how do we support Grand National? And for whatever reason, it was right then and there that all of this shit hit me like a ton of bricks, bro. And it was just like the game, the number that has been done on Black Americans specifically is one sicker than we can even account for in terms of what the residual effect of the trauma has been, and even how it's impacting our ability to build and go forth. The division and the fracturedness through our people is the most preyed upon shit in the world, and as it should be, because it's a weakness. It's an exposed weakness. We are incapable of unifying and standing in solidarity in the name of shit that just represents us well, because we're so broken. And it was the first time where I was like really able to go, man, this music shit is so trash, bro. It's so trash, and I don't mean in the name of like what I love about it as far as performance and that shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm solely speaking to the optics of fame, how fame is propped up, the sort of responsibility that fame is given, the accountability that fame for particular people are given, and how we kind of just fit certain things into our moral compass dependent upon the popularity and wanting to align with the shit. And it's a true sickness. And granted, it doesn't only exist with our people. Like let me not say that it's not something that only exists with our people. However, it is preyed upon in the most secular of ways, and it's making it harder and harder and harder, especially when you convolute the idea of fame, celebrity, activism, advancement, all these different things that are just thrown into a fucking pot and expected to just magically morph into something that is pure. At the core, bro, it's just not. Who was it? Eric Weinstein. Shout out to Morgan, bro. Sent me a fire podcast last night. But the conversation was ultimately in and around engineering sustainability, and the fact that nobody's having those conversations and being honest about how they're just, if it ain't no money there, don't expect the motherfuckers you need to be moral when nobody's around aren't in power. You know, the ones you can lean on and expect to be moral, because this democracy shit is a farce. We want everybody in on the deep dark secrets. No, everybody don't need to have access to this because everybody can't stomach this shit. But we need to be able to trust the motherfuckers that we're asking to stomach this for us to make the moral decision, as opposed to one that's going to line their pockets or their lineage's pockets. And in the name of what this motherfucker is built on, of course, in natural order, people are just sort of betting on and harvesting for their lineage, man. So it's like, it's really hard to expect any of those, and it's real. The audacity of people to ask that of us right now, to ask me to overlook basic shit like that in a moment like now, it just doesn't feel right. And that's my fucking rant for today. I don't know if it made any sense, but I got some shit to get off my chest, son.
Sure. Gotta let it out, man. It's gotta go somewhere, man.
It's gotta go. Hate has to rest somewhere, G. I thought I walked around saying that shit all week.